I made a secret game show that frees you from the past.
Can I show you how beautiful your mind is?
I do not serve you in 7 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna pay you. Watch their words come out of the mouth. Sound is even levitating.
I want my money.
Does that mean that the power is with you, or does that mean the power is with the world? Imagine being able to go back in time and fix the past. You could end all those nights you stayed up worrying about money. Get back the years wasted trying to be somebody else. Or go back and say just the right words to someone you lost. But what if I told you that time is not what you've been taught to think it is? That the past is not set in stone, but a living force you can shape to your will. Today, I'm going to show you and some random strangers how to control the past with a reality-bending mind game. I'm about to show you and these strangers a secret most people will never hear. That the past hasn't passed, but lives in your mind now, influencing your every thought and action. And here's the secret. You can learn to control the past by mastering your mind. In this episode, you'll discover a powerful skill to transform your relationship with the past and take control of your reality. Why? Because when you understand how memory works, you unlock the door to rewriting your story, healing old wounds, and shaping a future that aligns with your highest self. Get ready. What you're about to learn will change the way you know time, mind, and self forever. This is Countdown to Breakthrough. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Can I show you how powerful your mind is? We're creating a show called Countdown to Breakthrough. Okay, and so basically I have 7 minutes to show you one of my best techniques for handling any challenge that may ever happen to you in life, make you strong mentally. And if I don't serve you in 7 minutes, I'm gonna pay you just for taking the 7 minutes to even talk to me. Are you willing to play?
I don't really got enough time. Right?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
7 minutes.
Go ahead, take a game.
Okay. Can you mic him? What's your name, by the way? Dre.
My name is James.
James.
Ade.
Yeah.
Shawnee.
Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Quentin Adams.
More time. I got this whole Nikki. I got you, Nikki. Okay. Okay, I'm here with Nikki right now. Neville Goddard said the past is not dead. It's still alive and we can change it. That's why in Transcendent Psychology, we use special techniques called conscious transformation technologies, or KITS for short. One of my favorite kits is called the zero gravity technique. With the zero gravity technique, you can change memories and shift how you see reality by dropping negative beliefs, changing what the past means to you in an instant. But I don't just talk, I do. So in a moment, I'm taking you to Houston, Texas, one of the largest cities in the United States, to test the zero gravity technique on real people, complete strangers, with a powerful mind game. If all goes as planned, we'll give people tools that they can use forever. I'll be showing you firsthand how the mind can turn a heavy memory into something light. Or I'll look like a fool trying. Oh, and to turn things up a level, I want to show that change can happen quickly. So I'm setting a timer for 7 minutes. See, I want to help people discover their inner light no matter what they've been through. But deeper than that, I know what it's like to feel left behind in life and haunted by the past. Doubted, ignored, frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious and afraid. Businesses I desperately wanted to work failed. Opportunities I thought I was qualified for passed me by. Financial situations I planned my whole life not to be in found me anyway. That's why I need to prove that time and mind are one. Because if it turns out that I'm wrong, then that means I'd have to spend my life desperately eating off the crumbs of the past. And these people would go home slaves to hidden fears, blind to what's really holding them back. And you would too. So I go to Houston, Texas to start the game. We're in Herman Park today, and we're here to test the zero gravity technique on perfect strangers. The issue is, I have no idea what problems people are going to tell me about.
It's off the top of my head.
Just off the top of your head.
I don't think you'll be able to figure this one out.
Okay, what you think?
About maintaining the balance and peace in a polygamous relationship.
Okay. What if I can't help them access their inner light in so little time?
I'm only 21, and so when I was a little younger, I had some money, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, on like Instagram, you see like you gotta mess up a bag before you get the big bag.
Yes.
And it's like, I was still doing the same thing, but I like brought that to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like messed up, you know what I'm saying? Like someone was telling me like, you know, this bag is gonna go away. You know what I'm saying?
Something told you that.
Inside of me.
What if they won't truly open up to me because we're in public? Anything that it can be big, it can be small, it can be anything. What's going on?
I'm like, I don't have a challenge. I'm thinking.
You have no challenges, no problem, everything is perfect?
I don't have any challenges, I really don't.
Or worse, what if they do open up and I can't help? I'd feel like a failure. Let's get free from the past. What's your one challenge you're gonna be working through today?
Besides me running this concession, and this is a big show tonight.
I had some money, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, on like Instagram, you see like you gotta mess up a bag before you get the big bag. But I like brought that to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like messed up, you know what I'm saying? Like someone was telling me like, you know, this bag is gonna go away. You know what I'm saying?
Something told you that.
Inside of me.
I've been reaching out to this coffee shop. I got hired, but they didn't put me on the books. Yesterday, I sent a voicemail. I said, hey, you know, I reached out to you guys 6 times, but I feel like it was very unprofessional to not communicate with me. I want my money for those hours I worked. For me, I just don't like being ignored. So maybe like not responding to my calls or my text message. I don't like that.
Just doing what's best for them. And sometimes it doesn't matter how close you are to them.
Yeah.
You're not in their point of view.
So it sounds like that's actually, it's been a little frustrating at times.
A nosy coworker. They kind of just talking about other people on the job, trying to bring me into it, and I'm like, we're chilling.
When you hear people gossiping, it kind of triggers something for you. It kind of triggers a little bit of fear, a little bit of, if I partake in this, how are they going to use this against me?
Right.
Maybe it's something I'm trying to get overcome.
Yeah.
I will repair, and then when I get up in front of them, it's like my heart just.
Okay, and that feeling of unconfident, typically where do you feel that feeling?
Here in the chest. I feel like it's coming from here.
Yeah, like almost like a little anxiety.
Your hands shake.
You've got a lot of balls to juggle in the sense of people's emotions. What was the moment when you realized that, oh boy, I could use a little bit more balance here, a little bit more peace?
Damn. I don't know how to word it. I just know how I feel.
Yeah, what's the feeling? What's the feeling?
Confusion, lost, not knowing what to do in the situation.
Okay. But that's when I remember my research. In the year 2000, Russell Targ, a CIA physicist, said that human consciousness exists outside of the limits of time and space, and that with the right and proper mental focus, the mind can travel from the past to heal the present. And it hits me. If I can get these strangers to create the right mental focus, I can help them discover a breakthrough that alters their past in the present and changes their future. And mine too. I plan to do it in 7 minutes or less. But the key for all of this to work is focus. And out here in public, there are so many distractions. This countdown to breakthrough? Bro, is that gonna be an issue, the music?
I hope not, I don't know.
More than that, people are skeptical and can't allow themselves to trust some guy in a suit.
I gotta wrap this up, man.
Okay. The countdown starts now. I'm about to put the 7 minutes on the clock here. So let's go back to that moment. What we're about to do is a technique I call the zero gravity technique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna see what you're talking about.
So watch this. Dre, right now I want you to go into your living room. Just go back to that mental scene and feel the body heat of all of your partners next to you. They're arguing. And out of that argument comes that feeling of confusion. Where you first felt ignored, go back to that doubt. Where were you sitting? Who was counting on you? And as you do, put your mind back on that frustration. You feel that feeling in your chest again, and those hands start shaking. And then the mind starts kind of racing, like, what if I look stupid? The coworkers are sitting right next to you. You can hear their conversations. And suddenly there's that feeling in your chest when one of them turns to you and says, Reggie, what do you think? Let me know that you're back and you do have that feeling recalled.
I got it. Yeah, I had it when we first.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Excellent.
Yes.
I haven't.
Excellent. So right now, what we're going to do is imagine that there is a special dial inside of your mind. It's like a thermostat. If you turn this special dial all the way to the right, everything in your memory begins to levitate. Right now for me, turn that dial to the right now, and watch everything lift off the ground weightless like balloons. and see the furniture rising up off the floor. Your partners begin to levitate in place. Even they're arguing and bickering, the words come out of their mouth and they too rise up into the sky. Every single thing is light and airy to the touch. You're the only one that's rooted, while everything around you floats up in the air. The co-workers who are still speaking to each other, they're still gossiping. Watch their words come out of the mouth, the sound come out of the mouth and rise up into the air.
Okay.
The sound is even levitating. And lastly, you notice that feeling of being ignored, that feeling of confusion, and the doubt, all of that fluttering, that feeling of frustration, even that has exited your body. Out the top of your head, and it too goes weightless. It's light to the touch. You could even touch that frustration and watch it float just across the room. Dre, right now, I want you to tell me, what's the feeling that you get when you see that even your partners, the furniture, the television set, all of the bickering, all of this, just light and airy. It's all levitating up in the sky. Do you know what it feels like to have spent 20 years working on a skill just for people to ignore you? Just like last night, there's someone who's upset. You know what it feels like when someone's staring at you through the window. Me and my wife Felicity are out right now working on building a YouTube channel so that we can bring this Transcendent Psychology to the world. I'm writing right now. Felicity's she's doing finance stuff. But then something amazing happens. These human beings begin to rewrite their past in the present and access a timeless inner light within. Right now, if you'll open your eyes with me and we'll ask just a couple questions, which is, right now with everything floating, what does it feel like inside of your own body right now?
I feel light.
What's your body feel like now that the doubt is outside of it?
Kind of like a lightness, like a, you know what I'm saying?
It feels like two-way. It feels lighter.
Light.
Light.
If I had to put a word, I'd say ease.
Ooh. Dre says ease. But they do even more than that. These beings actually begin to convert their negative emotions into their opposite. Doubt turns to confidence.
Like feeling that light, removing everything and like just feeling like in harmony and peace with everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did.
Yes, and that's your power. You did that.
Yeah.
If I did it under 7 minutes,
Oh, that's 6 minutes and 43 seconds. All right, cool.
but about that lightness, where do you feel it?
Feel like more like right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when we talk about that lightness opening up the heart space,
Yeah.
that's where you might say, God, if you believe in universal consciousness, whatever you want to say, all of it's going to be speaking through. But the point is that the burdens inside of your head, or were they real in the world? If you can make them light, if you got the power to make them light, and you've got the power to make something that was once heavy light with your own mind, does that mean that in your mind, does that mean that the power is with you, or does that mean the power is with the world?
No, the power's within.
Ignored turns to openness. Feel light. Where do you feel the lightness?
My shoulders.
Ooh, okay, so burden released. Okay, so you have this lightness. You didn't buy it from anywhere, which means it can only come from where?
Within.
Right. And so this lightness that is, what I would say, this lightness is you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just your true self. And so anything else that you add on to that, that's extra.
Yeah.
But when you want to get back to just you get back to that lightness.
Okay.
And there's that freedom. Let me ask you one more question, which is, what happens to that memory's ability to affect you negatively? If you're using this technique, if you're making everything float.
Doesn't really have any leverage or power.
Absolutely. So no leverage, no power. Would you say something like this is helpful to you?
Yeah, I would
Yes.
say so.
Okay. And you can do this anytime any negative situation or any situation you call negative happens.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's see if I did this I got it in 4 minutes. Frustration to peace. What's the feeling you feel?
It's not so permanent. It just makes all of those things. It it rubs it off, like, yeah. It's not permanent. It's just part of like the stuff.
You're saying it's not permanent. You mean the frustration is not permanent?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, it's not permanent. You can seep through.
Overwhelmed to calm. Real quick, where do you feel that ease?
If I have to say anywhere, I say in my head.
You feel it in your head?
Yeah.
Where the confusion used to be. Excellent. Could you use this technique anytime that you wanted to?
I feel like I probably could.
Okay, so it was helpful to you?
Definitely.
Okay, Dre. Thank you so much. I think we got this done in 7 minutes. Okay, I'll even show you the time here. 4 minutes and 9 seconds. 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Fear to power. What's the feeling that you have?
It don't matter. Just kind of doesn't matter. We're just floating away. It's just like, all right.
Do you feel that lightness where the little bit of anxiety used to be, a little bit of that little chest feeling used to be?
Yeah, I don't feel like so bad some more.
Yeah. And anxiety to confidence. Does it feel like now that everything that you're looking at in this memory is floating, it's light and airy to the touch?
You feel like you have the confidence to say what you need to say.
Ooh. You said it makes you feel like you have the confidence to say what you need to say. Where do you feel that confidence?
Just in my inner being.
In your body right now, see if you can sense where that confidence comes from. Like where is it in the body? Is it in the chest? Is it in the shoulders? Is it in the stomach? You said that confidence is in the heart. Okay. So he's saying that, LaQuint's saying that confidence is inside of his heart, right where the jitters used to be, right where the flutters used to be. Each seeing firsthand that they are in charge of their own reality. No longer affected by negative thoughts, they have discovered the timeless secret of stripping circumstances of power. These beings remind me of why I do this. They show me that mind and time go together, shaped by an inner light that never fades. I'm grateful to show you today that we are not our past, but instead are its shapers. And what say you? When things get heavy and down bad, can you rely on that light that never fades? When you can't face another way, can you maintain your power to at least stay? Even when people reject you. Oh, shoot, excuse me. Excuse me, can I show you how beautiful your mind is? So right now we're shooting a series. It's called Countdown to Breakthrough.
Okay.
And ultimately what it is I'm gonna work with you for 7 minutes. If I do not serve you in 7 minutes, I'm gonna pay you for your time.
I'm good for right now because I gotta go get my food.
Oh yeah, okay, we'll come back. What's it? She said she gotta get her food. But that just means no. Yeah. Even when the world won't accept you. I'll show you how powerful your mind is. I'm a therapist. I'm Dr. Shawn. We're shooting a YouTube series called Countdown to Breakthrough. And ultimately, I've got
I'm gonna pass.
Sure. Thank you. Even when they won't listen.
What do your inner light say?
What's that?
What do your inner light
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get there. I'm about to get there. Give it a shot for a few more moments and then let's hit the street. You say, but doc, the pain I'm feeling is so heavy. All I'm asking you to do is to remember the light and question the heavy. See, when you pick up a 100-pound barbell, you know it's 100 pounds heavy. You feel the muscles contract, sinews tightening, recruiting power from your legs as you raise the weight. But ask yourself, how heavy is the feeling of lifting 100 pounds? You'll notice that the feeling of lifting 100 pounds weighs the same as the feeling of lifting a feather. Because measured in feeling, all things are weightless. That's because feelings do not have any weight. Since all feelings are weight-free, you can learn to see even the most emotional moments as minor events, rather than dramatic stories with heavy consequences. Would you still feel heavy if you looked at your world with God's eyes? Or would you remember the light and question the heavy? When the IRS says you owe more than you could pay right now, when the debt is so high, no side hustle on earth can possibly dig you out. When there's no money coming in, following the envision that was entrusted to you, and you don't know how you'll make it all work. That thickness in the middle of your throat, weighing your heart down. Feel that now. And I want you to focus on these sacred words. Remember the light, question the heavy. Heavy is what happens when too much is being added on. Light is what happens when you let go of all that isn't yourself. And I want you to experience that light for yourself right now. We'll use a kit called the zero gravity technique to do this. Begin by going to that big problem you've been looking to ignore. I want you to recall the sensations and the thoughts. What was the situation? Who was there? What were they doing? What were you doing? How did the situation end? Most of all, recall that awful feeling you get just from thinking about the problem. Do you have it? We're about to change it forever. See that entire situation as if you were living it all over again. Watch it in the theater of your mind as if you were watching a life-size movie. Now that you have the situation firmly recalled, we're going to change it with your mind. Close your eyes. Imagine you have a special dial in your head. Turn the dial to the right and everything in your memory becomes weightless. Go back to that negative memory. Imagine that everything in that negative memory begins to float off the ground, weightless, as if all of the gravity disappeared. If your memory was about angry people yelling at one another, watch those people continue to scream as they lift into the air. In your mind, go and touch the feet of those levitating people gently. Watch as they drift about like soft balloons from your touch alone. Make the furniture, then the entire room, then the entire environment begin to levitate softly in place. Even the noises people make exit out of their mouths and travel into the sky, weightless. All those negative emotions you felt in this scenario, watch those exit your body and travel up into the sky, weightless as well. Feel the negative emotion move out your body and float up and away in space like a cloud. How do you feel now as you see everyone and everything light and airy to the touch? Do you feel lighter within yourself? Can you sense that the lightness you feel is the real you? When you can change the meaning of a situation from problem to no problem, you have overcome the world. Will you remember the light and question the heavy? You are discovering that the power to create light out of heavy circumstances and a heavy past is already within. However big the situation, or small, you are the one in charge of the way you feel because you are the one in charge of the way you remember the past. This lightness is the peace of God, and it can speak to you. Will you let it? Will you allow your mind to grow quiet until you can smell the fragrance of bliss? The same scent this very universe was created with. I believe that anytime you choose to convert your memories from a heavy past into light, you are choosing to abide in a joy that's unbreakable, a peace unshakable.